This is where I slept for a couple days.
Just along Highway 79, on the side of this gas station in Henderson, where Jared Morenton rested after an interesting trek from Louisiana.
How many days do you remember?
Well, one night for sure, and then the second night was when I was asked to leave because it's a 24-hour truck stop.
The story of how he ended up there all started once he hitched a ride on a train like this one out of Shreveport. Blanketing himself in coal, battling to stay warm in the frigid temperatures of a mid-December night.
I just jumped off a train, ended up in a security box at a power plant. Officers were called.
Landing here in Tatum, just beyond this lake.
What made me hop on that train is I found myself around the wrong people, and I knew something bad was going to happen. I was going to end up in jail.
But after hopping off that coal car on his journey to a fresh start was what seemed like a setback. On a complaint, Rusk County Deputy Stephen Martin arrived at the scene.
So I went down there and made contact with him.
And to Jared's surprise, after being caught trespassing,
Told him that is there anything I could do to help him out. So I brought him into town, brought him to Gateway.
Deputy Martin's generosity didn't stop there.
I turn around and Officer Martin's at the ATM machine, and as he finishes up withdrawing money, he turns around and he hands me $100 and he says, "Merry Christmas."
Going above and beyond the call of duty.
Be that guy that stops. Be the Samaritan that washes the wounds.
There are officers that look out for the public's best interests, because he showed that by looking out for me, you know.
Influencing Jared to ditch a life of addiction.
Now I was always in jail or on the streets using drugs.
For a better one.
I'm not going to let the devil put a period where God put a comma, you know, so the story isn't over.
Eager to take those first steps toward a second chance.
There's a recovery program called Wiseman Ministries that's just down the street.
Jared then found his feet here at the doorstep of Wiseman Life Recovery, where this message behind me summarizes his life story in just one sentence.
I'm very grateful for my opportunity to change my life and the direction it was going in.
Crediting his brief but powerful interaction with the deputy.
The gesture that, the officer did for me, I kind of felt in my heart I didn't want to go down a wrong path.
Nearly a year and a half after, we were there to capture their reunion of what they call a divine intervention.
Good seeing you, brother.
An unlikely friendship brought together by grace.
And it just blesses me to see what God has done in your life. It really does.
Yeah.
Redemption.
Thank you so much, for doing what you did, because you really spoke to my heart.
And a life saved. Sarah Allegre, KDTK News.